Hey, what's up guys? What's up? Matt with Show and Tell here, and what we have here is a sealed box of Italian Legends that we are going to crack open. I've had this sitting around for a while. I've been wanting to crack it, but life, it just keeps coming. So I guess let's get started. This thing is kind of looked over the packaging. Everything seems to be fine as far as the seals are concerned, the age of the plastic. So, I don't anticipate any issues, but you never know with some of this old stuff. Alright. Looks pretty good. I'm going to move this to the side, and we're going to pull the packs out here. Ideally, I'd love to get a nice Tabernacle that we could grade, but we will just have to see as far as what we get, because Legends is a big set, so there is no guarantee. So the pack comes open relatively easy, making sure there's no crazy glue issues. And then, let's see. These are uncommons. Divine Intervention. Alright. That one's solid. At least now. It probably used to be worth exactly nothing. Unfortunately, I don't have a... I don't know every single card right off the top of my head, but I do know what's rare and what's uncommon, so alright. Killer Bees. Let's see what else. Man, these cards. Right now, Wizards is having all these problems with card stock and cards warping, and there's always going to be issues with cards warping, I think, to some extent, but I don't know. The early to mid-90s, I feel like the card stock and everything was just so much better. Oh, that's sweet. It's uncommon, but it's sweet. Willow Satyr, I believe, is the name. And as time has gone on, this stuff... Gosh, this is... we're recording this the end of October. The prices on this stuff has just gone through the roof. I almost thought about just selling this box for the price that I got it at. Telekinesis, but there's no fun in that, so we're going to open it and I'm sure lose money compared to what we could have sold it for. Sea King's Blessing. Alright. Voodoo Doll, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Chain Lightning, there we go. Hey, oh, In a Darkness. Alright. I'm sure my layout here is going to be atrocious, but I'll straighten it out as we get more cards. Spirit Link. Cleanse, I think. Destroys all black creatures. And this stuff seems to be... It all seems to be in good shape. It does have a slight curl from just aging, from setting in the packs. But the centering on this is off. But for the most part, it's not as off as I've seen it. So some of this stuff hopefully will grade fairly well. The thing with Legends is that, yeah, the boxes are super expensive and there's a lot of money cards, but it's so big that there's a lot of stuff that you just may not get. I'll set that one to the side. It's So I'm really hoping that this box will be a Tabernacle box. And I've opened Italian Legends before, and I did not get a Tabernacle. But I got like a Chains, an Abyss, Nether Void, like all the pretty heavy hitting cards. Queen of the Fairies, Queen of the Fae, something like that. So far, nothing too impressive. Oh, Crocus! There we go. That's our first solid uncommon. Well, Underworld Dreams is solid, but not like Crocus solid. Oh, the worm. Chain Lightning. Kobolds. So I played at the Eternal Central does an old school tournament that is not directly tied with Eternal Weekend, but they have it at the same time, usually the day before Eternal Weekend starts. This year was the first year I got to go and actually play old school, and I got to see some crazy decks. Oh, Land Equilibrium, that's solid. Darkness. So a lot of this stuff, and they had 120 players for it, which for a very old, niche, expensive format, that's a lot. It was actually the highest number they had for an Eternal Weekend / old school tournament thus far. Pendlehaven. Pretty cool. That's how they numbered the boxes. Whirling Dervish. Elemental. Time Elemental. I'm just kind of going through the commons because while there are some very noteworthy commons, there's not as many, of course. Hey, we just saw this card. Fungus Demon? Something like that? Oh, good old Legends. And so many kobolds. Alright, so we're down to we're a third of the way through the box. Nothing crazy expensive so far. Add an Oak Shield. Alright. Alright. And obviously Italian Legends is less desirable than English, by far. But English prices, I mean, all old school prices are just through the roof. And I've been saying for years now that, you know, if you can get cheap Italian Legends, that's easily going to be worth your money and time. Hey, there's a reset. Cosmic Horror. All right. Alright. Gosta Dirk. I've pulled a Gosta Dirk before. It's never feels good. Prison. Alright. kind of looking at the packaging just to make sure there's no glue, really residue, or anything that's keeping it. Oh, Mana Drain. All right, there we go. So Mana Drain's always been worth money. I always have to... Ooh, Hazon Tamar, he's also worth money. I always have to assume there's a chance that any box could have been tampered with. Unfortunately, that's a very real possibility. It's been real for, I mean, ever since this stuff started to become worth money. So, many years. One of those. A Serpent Generator and Chain Lightning. So that's one of the things you have to really pay attention to, is the seal on the box, which again, I kind of already went over that. It didn't seem to have any issues or anything glaring. But then you also want to look at all the packs, or at least some of the packs, to see if they've been re-glued or tampered with in any fashion. So, and so far I have not really seen anything. Halfdane. To scream that. And Legends is just a big set, so you're gonna have you're just gonna have some crappy boxes from time to time. That's how it is with most sets. I mean, especially in the early 90s when quality control was just not very good. Hellfire, is that what it is? I think, yeah. Alright. Let's see. God, I love the old card stock. It's just, even on Italian stuff, it's just so different. Oh man, we're getting all these legends. Also, this background playmat right here. It's a painting that was done for myself from Richard Kane Ferguson. So I kind of covered everything up, but he basically did a recreation of all of his original legends. It's like Lady of the Mountain, Dak and Blackblade. Then up here on the right is Solkanar, the Swamp King. Hazazon is like right here. Jasmine Boreal. And the red and green chick, I always forget her name. So he did this, and we turned it into some playmats. And I sell these playmats as well. Figured it was fitting. He was one of the main artists for all the legends. Might as well open. There we go. All right, there's some real money. Figured it was fitting to open a Legends booster box on top of his recreation of all the legends. Solkanar, the Swamp King. We were just talking about him. He must have known. All right, down to our last stack here. Would be lovely to hit a Tabernacle. Relic Barrier, Urborg, those are two solid uncommons. They see some play. Ugh. That's, I'm not even sure what that is. Bronze something, I think. It's not good. It's a 4/4 for 7. That's all you really need to know on that. Oh, Borea, I can already tell. Cool card. I always want to build something around this. In old school. Land tax, solid. All right. Hey. Concordant Crossroads, also solid. All right. And I think, I haven't really seen one of these boxes sell in some time. I think the last one I saw sell was on, I think eBay for $3,000. So, as you can tell, there's definitely not $3,000 worth here. So, that might change if teleportation. All right. Might change if we hit something else big, but so far, I think that is easily our biggest card, which is really unfortunate. Oh, hey, Sylvan Library. Sylvan Solid. How many packs do we have left here? So this is 8. So we have, counting this one, 8 left. Jovial Evil, I believe, is that one. Alright, we need to finish out with a bang. I'll take a moat. A moat would be great. A Tabernacle would be great. A chains would be great. There's a lot of cards we could still hit. Oh, Spinal Villain. Chains. A lot of these cards are, all these legends that we've got a reserve list, and they've been going up in price considerably. Gosh, in the past year, 6 months even. But still, nothing of any crazy value. Lady Caleria. Alright. It's going to be in these next 5 packs. Got to hit something big. Caracas. Alright. Too bad it's not reserve list. Oh, Palladium Ores. Haven. So we've hit some solid uncommons, but no super crazy good rares yet. Ugh, corrupted. Gross. Three packs left. God, Legends is a big set. Planar Gate? Planar Gate? Yeah, it's like a chains. Another like $50-ish card. I don't know what it is in Italian. I know those prices are all creeping up. I don't see a land. It's an Urborg. Hell's Caretaker. We have 1 pack left. All we got is Nether Void. Pretty disappointing. We got a Mana Drain in here. We got a lot of good stuff, but not what you're hoping to see out of a sealed Legends booster box. That's for sure. All right. When's a change? Oh, Gabriel Angel Fire. Gross. That is not going to do it for us. All right. Well. Spread some of this out real quick just to kind of get an idea. I know the last time that I opened an Italian Legends box, I got, I think, 4 chains as well. God, there's 5 in here. Let's just scoop some of this to the side so it's easier to get off without dinging it up. So this box really was much more heavily packed with Legends, actual Legends, it seems like, than the cards that we wanted to get. And like I said, I saw no real signs of tampering. But, of course, it is always possible. Though, generally, if somebody's going to go to the trouble of tampering with a box, of Legends this old, they're very likely to take out any and everything of value. I mean, maybe they don't care about chains, you know. Maybe they don't care about stuff that's not on the reserve list even, you know. You can leave a Mana Drainer Caracas, but I really don't think they would leave stuff like a Nether Void. I wouldn't leave a Mana Drain if I was going to the trouble of having to reseal all these packs and fish everything out. Even a land tax. Land tax has been money forever. So, not a lot of money, but enough for me to take it out of a pack and replace it. Alright, well, it's not going to look pretty, but Land Equilibrium, I guess that's kind of taken off in the past, what, couple years as far as becoming worth very much money. Gross. Killer bees. Like add an open shield. Some darkness. Alright, well. You know, I've only opened a couple boxes of this in my lifetime, and both of them have been similar. This one's probably worse than the other one. The other one had, like I said, a Chains, an Abyss, and another Void. So, yeah. But it's a big set, so there's always going to be bad boxes. And unfortunately, it looks like we hit one. Again, could have been tampered with, but I see no evidence of that. So, I'm going to chalk it up to a less than great Italian Legends box. Alright, well thanks guys. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time.